Hello and welcome to something new, something special, something, dare I say, magical?
I don't know, it's just
I was waiting for you to say magical. Clearly we're on different pages.
Sorry.
This is Magical Ladies. That's right. We stepped it up from Magical Girls because I felt like that was a little weird.
I'm a grown-ass lady. I'm almost
I'm a
30
lady.
goddamn years old. I ain't a girl.
Because, and also Magical Woman is cool, but I felt like ladies had a little less, because I don't know if I don't feel like, I'm a woman, but you know what? It's just complicated. It's a complicated matter. If Wonder Woman is a woman, am I really a woman? I don't know. It's a whole thing. But, this is our kind of reintroduction. We rebooted, shall we say.
Gotta change.
Yeah.
Gotta grow.
To change is turn and face the changes. Anywho, so Magical Ladies, what is this about, you ask? And I'll tell you right this second. It's about real, fictional, somewhere in between women. Mostly. I mean, there'll probably be a man or two thrown in, who knows. But just trying to talk about them great, positive ladies out there in the world doing awesome things. Sometimes in fake worlds. But, even fake worlds need great magical ladies. Right, Becca?
For sure. Also, for you ding-dongs that don't get the memo, ladies includes trans ladies and also people who fall under the gender fluid umbrella.
100%. You call yourself a lady, that's what you are to me. Love you.
You're good. You're good, girl. Love you.
You're pure. You're wonderful. And you're welcome here. Also, men are welcome. Anyway, so we thought we would talk about something that happened this week. Oh, yes. Okay. I think the one I wanted to talk about first, as just an example, it's not going to be political heavily. However, this was something really cool that kind of gave me the idea to do it. So I want to thank Danica Roem of Virginia. She's the first openly transgender person elected seat in the U.S. State House, which is a really big deal. And actually, I believe there was someone else who was elected. I wish I had their name on hand. It was on my Twitter, my beautiful Twitter.
Are you talking about the guy she unseated? He was a sponsor of Virginia's transphobic, transphobic ass bathroom bill. Which, if you've been living under a rock, then I guess you didn't know about it. But it's a shitty bill to try and ban transgender residents from using public restrooms that correspond to their gender identity. So, fuck him.
Very shitty indeed. But the point is, that's something really awesome that happened, and I was super happy, and it was like something positive, and right now, every time I turn on the news, it's, something really horrific happening, and it's a lot, and that's something really good that's happening in the world, and it made me really happy. So that right there is a magical lady doing magical Lord's work.
Pretty much.
The magical Lord, whoever that is.
There's a really cute picture of her on thinkprogress.org where she's wearing a little rainbow bandana, and she looks so happy, and I love her.
She is?
Yeah, it's really cute. You want me to send you the link?
Yes, please. I opened it up right there, but I'm not oh, there it is. Oh,
Isn't
I love
it cute?
Yeah, it's adorable. I love it. I'm so proud.
Good.
So proud of Danica. That's
good job,
just
Danica.
Courageous, and we're very happy here at Magical Ladies. I will hopefully find the name of the other person that I know got elected. I think it was a local election, but they're all incredibly important. It all starts there, That's what they say. I don't know crap about politics, but I try. Anything else you wanted to mention? I had kind of something that I recently did that I thought was a good illustration of what we're going to be talking about on this podcast, but anything you can think of, awesome magical ladies out there that you want to talk about? This casual little intro?
Yeah, shout out to Cherie, who's been a champion this last 2 weeks, telling me answering all my dumb questions that I have at my new job where I work with both Sheree and Taylor. And she answers all my dumb questions. Every dumb question I have, she's like, I have asked that same question. And it made me feel better. Even if she probably didn't actually ask those questions, like, I appreciate her willingness to pretend to be as dumb as I am. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it can be like even people you know in your life who are like awesome, like Sheree. And for those of you who don't know, Taylor is her best friend, and Sheree is her other friend, and Becca over there, the other voice,
that's me.
She has 2 other podcasts, Ghost Emoji and RPG Friends Club. I think I got that. Yeah, I did it.
You did it.
It was good. It was good. So thank you, Sheree. See, it's just like girls supporting girls. Everybody's supporting everybody, unless, you know, they're bad, they're hurting people, then don't support them. So thank you, Sheree. Woohoo!
Woo!
Woo! Woo! I have been hearing about this Netflix, I guess, doc, called She Makes Comics, and I finally watched it. I want to say it's a little over an hour, and it was just awesome. And it's very much about magical ladies. You kind of learn about the history of women behind the scenes of comics. I learned things I didn't know. It pretty strongly features Kelly Sue DeConnick, who is known for Captain Marvel. I almost said Miss Marvel. I'm like, no, she's Captain Marvel now, which is the comic. Also, G. Willow Wilson, I believe, who did that's Miss Marvel. That's what I got confused. And it was just really interesting to hear about all this crazy stuff that was happening and all the, like, for example, there is a woman named Karen Berger who was the founding editor of Vertigo Comics, and Vertigo Comics is like, they're just amazing. They're amazing. So Sandman and Constantine, which I love. Not so great for women in Constantine. Wouldn't recommend for that. But and I also was interested in hearing about these women that worked on X-Men. These 2 editors. And one was named Wheezy, and I couldn't remember her full name. I think it's Wheezy. And then Anne Nocenti. And they just seem like super awesome ladies. And one of my favorite comic book characters is Rogue. And I just was thinking, like, how much I loved X-Men, and, like, that totally makes sense. They have, like, way more women than other, like, sort of comic franchises. So that made me really happy. And Gail Simone was on there talking about Birds of Prey. And her blog I didn't know existed, called Women in Refrigerators, which is that whole thing. And now I'm going through that. Rather, it's not exactly positive, but it's been very interesting. And Fun Home. I don't think Alison Bechdel was on there, but I really want to read that. And just kind of like thinking about, and they also talked about how, like, in the 50s, girls actually read more comics than boys. But then comics started to get really dry and didn't really keep up with, you know, women were no longer into the romance ones. Frankly, I don't know if they ever were, but it was just really interesting to read, and it was awesome. And I wanted to recommend something that is by a woman in comics. It's a graphic novel technically, but it's called Through the Woods by Emily Carroll, and she is queer and she is awesome, and I love her, and it's really good. It's short, spooky stories, and I think anybody who hasn't read it should. So it's called Through the Woods by Emily Carroll. And anyway, watch She Makes Comics, because it's short and it's good. And it's all about magical ladies.
I'll have to watch that. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have been posting on Instagram, because I follow a lot of artists, and I was just like, I gotta watch that. It's really good. It's really good, people. Watch.
That's neato.
It is. It is. And important. Gosh, I hope that would have sustained us for longer. How are we gonna fill this time?
Well, I mean, normally I think we'll have more of a, like, specific thing we're talking about. This is more just sort of an introduction saying, like, this is the direction we're going in. I know we were kind of like, oh, we're just going to talk generally about video games, but I don't play enough video games, and
And neither do I, because I just play a lot of Overwatch, and Becca refuses to do an Overwatch podcast with me.
I'm sorry.
Where I just talk about my games and get mad.
I'm sorry. I mean, you can do that and I'll listen. It'll just be a lot of me being like, man, they sound like a dick.
Yeah, well, it's true. However, yeah, not interesting. Not interesting. We could talk about how great 11 is in Stranger Things.
Oh, heck yeah. She's great.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. This is your mini Stranger Things time talk and magic. She's a magical girl lady. She's a magical girl lady. That's right.
It's okay to be a girl. She will someday be a lady.
Someday she'll be a lady, but right now she's a girl, but she still counts. She's awesome. I want to be her. I'm sad that, like, actually I do own a jacket like that. I'll be real, I do. Her. I was so into that look because that's pretty much the length of my hair. And I was like, this could be done. Except it's not, like, cool and curly. But she was awesome. Her acting was great. I forget the actor's name.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown. That's right. Like, the makeup.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
She's a precious angel.
And I also thought that the other girl who plays... Oh, God. Is the name.
8? Was she 8 or 7?
I was disappointed in that whole 8 line, but I'm talking about the other one. I didn't think that was
very good. Like, I felt bad because I was sort of like, man, they're trying so hard to be edgy, and it was just like, it just fell flat for me.
Didn't feel great.
Like, I thought it would have been interesting to see her and 11 have that sisterly bond without all those random ass people.
And they ruined it. They ruined it.
They did.
Also, why were they hanging out with her? Like, at the most, that kid could be like 16. I don't think so. She struck me as very young. I don't know though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm bad with ages. When you look really young, you look young to me. If you're under 20, probably. Everybody's baby to me. You all baby. But I was talking about the girl, the other girl, the other main
She plays
girl.
Nancy?
Nancy, yes. I was just saying that I think she wasn't in it a lot. I felt like just in, I don't know, story-wise, but I really liked her acting. I thought that was really good.
She's very talented. I was disappointed in, because
I wanted Barb to come back.
Yeah. Well, that and, like, in the first season, she was very proactive. And, I mean, she was proactive in the second season, too, but, like, I got sort of, like, tired of her and Steve's, like, dramatic relationship stuff, and I was sort of like, I mean, I get it, I do, but I was sort of like, I don't care that much.
No, I mean, I like him apart. Turns out he's not that bad when he's away from her, and that's nice. Mm-hmm. That's nice to know. It's funny how that works, but
he's a good babysitter.
I still love 11. Oh, you know what? Life is strange because we almost have all the Before the Storm's out. So I guess we could shout out to, I really like Rachel Amber a lot. That's one magical lady person. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if you finished the second episode with Taylor, but I really liked it.
I didn't. I haven't seen the rest of it. I need to just watch it. Did you have it on your channel, right?
I have a playthrough of it and I love it. I cried at one point because that's me.
I don't blame you.
It's amazing. That game means so much to me. It's ridiculous. I know things usually don't end positively in games in general, but and it's not probably going to, but I really love it. And there's some moments in there with Chloe and Rachel, assuming you take the path I did, and like it was so good, and I loved it. It made me so happy, but also sad. So I highly recommend playing that or watching it. You can watch it on my channel, Elven Tempest, which, can be found places. I love it. It's so good. And Chloe's great. I don't know. It's just really good stuff. I guess I could also shout out to, Marisha Ray, who's going to be hosting a one-shot D&D this week, tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow won't be tomorrow for you guys, though. So that'll be Thursday the 9th at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. and it'll be really good. She hasn't done one on the show Critical Role yet, and that's what she's doing it on. And Marisha Ray is great. She's a great lady, a great geeky lady, talented, and I love her. So check it out. I'm gonna be rooting for her to do good.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, it does. I haven't heard of the game that she's going to be running, but it had something to do with honey and bees. I don't really know.
Doesn't sound familiar to me, but I mean, Ryan might know. It's
a thing. She used a little emoji with a bear and stuff, so I'm excited. I think that's about it, or a short little introduction. We swear I'm going to try to take, things throughout the week when we have a week to sort of like see things and sort of make a mental note or physical note of it. Then we'll have shows that hopefully are interesting and kind of inform you of real and fictional awesome things going on with the ladies. Hopefully that'll get less awkward, but knowing me, it'll just get more awkward.
Hey, whatever.
Just more and more awkward until everybody leaves.
Everyone's gonna have to listen to me yawn a bunch, because, well, maybe it'll be better by the time we're recording regularly.
Probably. As of now, Becca and I aren't sure about the date that it's going to be coming out, but it'll be coming. And by next episode, we should know and have a specific date for y'all. But, thank you. And if you enjoyed us talking about Mass Effect for 3 hours too, that was harsh, man. I applaud you. So much. But we're happy to be back, and it's a little weird getting back into it. Just a little bit weird, but maybe it's just me, because I haven't done it in a while. We haven't done it since like August.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a real minute. A sticky minute.
Ew.
I was like, how can I
was like,
put an adjective
kids
on minute?
When they have little sticky hands, like that kind of minute?
I don't know. Or like, I was just thinking of sticky wicket.
Sticky.
I don't know. I like the phrase sticky wicket, so I think it's sort of always on my mind, and I'm like, sticky. I'm not right, but it's cool. It's cool. So, I mean, I guess I already gave my recommendation, my sort of like shout out to a good thing, The Through the Woods by Emily Carroll. Really good, spooky, awesome illustrations. She's an artist and a writer, and it's just good. So that's what I want to recommend to you. Anything you want to recommend?
I always want to recommend something, and do you want to know what I want to recommend?
What?
Cardcaptor Sakura.
Now I have to get Crunchyroll and finish it.
It's so good.
The problem is I'm almost to the part where Sailor Venus comes in on Sailor Moon, okay? And so like I've got 200 and something episodes of that to watch, and I'm just like, ugh.
Are you going to watch Sailor Stars? That's Taylor's favorite Sailor Moon series.
You know what? Don't put any more on my plate. Don't do it. I'm going to watch stuff. It's going to take me about 1 billion years, but it'll happen. I miss Cardcaptor, though, because I thoroughly enjoy it. I think I watched like 15 episodes.
It's just really cute and very, like, it's not hard to get through.
No, it's not. It's just I'm using subtitles because I could not stand the dub. And, like, subs mean I have to look at it, like, every second. And I'm not that sort of watcher. I'm not. Yeah. So it's hard. I have to, like, sit down and be like, I'm watching this. Without, like, looking at my phone, like, texting you, or, like, eating a sandwich. It's hard. Those are all the things I do. Anyway.
Yeah, it's hard. But the dubs are real bad because it's from the, like, early 2000s, late 90s. So it's just the
Sailor Moon dubs are actually really good. I really like them.
Yeah, I don't know. They struck some sort of magical gold. I
mean,
Cowboy
O'Brien,
Bebops
Matthew
are really
Mercer.
good too. So it's just, I don't know.
And plus, Sailor Jupiter's voice is really good on the dubs. All the voices are really good. Sailor Mars is like really like, it's really great. It's a great time. I can recommend that too because I hadn't watched any of the episodes since I was like 7, 8, 9, and I forgot. And I'm just excited, but also like vaguely like it's so much more annoying to be an adult and have to watch Tuxedo Mask because you're like, what is wrong with you? What
so
is
much.
Stop. I remember as a kid thinking it was so weird though that he just like came in real quick and then I ran out. I was like, what's the point of you? You're so boring. I should have known when I wasn't into Tuxedo Mask at all that something was wrong. Something was different.
If it makes you feel any better, I was not into Tuxedo Mask at all either. Good. Because, like, I remember coming over to, like, Taylor's house or going over to other people's houses and they'd be watching Sailor Moon. And I didn't really like Sailor Moon for the longest time because I thought that the romance between him and what's-her-face, Usagi, was just sort of stupid. Because I was like, he doesn't do anything. He's boring. And he, like, throws a rose and he doesn't fight. And
when he's in human form, he's a wiener. He's a real wiener and I don't like it.
He's such a wiener. Apparently in Sailor Stars, she has sort of, like, not necessarily a different relationship, but there's another, I don't know if you would call him, like, another guy, because they transform. It's a guy.
Motaki is technically another guy she likes, but they're not like together. I don't know.
It's hard because he turns into a lady when he becomes like a Sailor Star or whatever. And so there's like 3 of them, and so it's sort of one of those things where it's like, are they always like a lady that's dressing as a man, or do they actually swap genders? Because in the like, it's very interesting, and I don't like know, but maybe the manga has more information on it. But
I ship the hell out of Sailor Moon and Sailor Mercury. It's extreme. Like, I would argue that there are times when she says something, who knows if it's just the dub version, but like she says stuff, or like they say stuff to her, or like scenes, and you're like, guys, what's going on here? What's going on? But, you know, I have the weird thought that, like, she's so, like, into Matoki, I think is his name, and, like, oh god, I just forgot his name, Tuxedo Mask, that, like, and she's such, like, she's a little weird, but who isn't? But, like, I'm just surprised other boys at her school don't seem to, like, ever pursue her except that weird guy. I'm like, she's a catch. What's wrong with you guys? Like, I'm not saying I want her in a romance, but at the same time, I think she's worthy. Okay? I don't know. I'm just saying. Usagi is pretty cool. Anyway.
She is.
She's growing on me. The first, like, 20 episodes, I was like, I don't know, lady. Tone it down a bit. But then I was like, oh, I see. Anyway, that's been your Sailor Moon cast. Your 3 minutes of Moon. I'm sure there will be more because I've got a long way to go.
Don't worry. There's lots more to come.
There's many more. What I was going to ask was, I was on some fan site Googling something because that's what you do. And somebody referenced her being called Serena. What American version calls her Serena?
The one that aired when we were kids.
What?
Yeah, that was her name.
What is this one? Call her Usagi, but the other one called her... You know what? You're right.
They must have done a new... I think you're listening to a new dub, because the old dub, her name was Serena.
Oh my god. I remember that as a kid, like, vaguely. I do think that's what I heard, but, like, this one can't be... Oh my god. I have to Google that. I was ashamed of myself, though, because there's Nephrite, I think is his name. That guy with the flowing hair, Liam O'Brien, the voice actor, voiced him. And I love Liam, so it was hard on me to, like, have this creepoid, like, who's kind of flirting with poor Naru. Usagi's best friend. I almost said Serena. Kill me now. God, no. Oh, that makes me think of Gossip Girl. I don't want to. And he, spoiler, dies. And, like, it legitimately had me crying. And I was like, no, I'm crying to Sailor Moon. No, not now. Anyway, I'm sure it's not the last time. Naru's voice acting was really good. She was crying. There were sparkles in the air. It really touched me. It touched me. But he was a real creep. I was like, this guy's got to be like 25 and she's like 14. This is not okay, but I was crying. God damn it, Sailor Moon, with your inappropriateness. Damn it all.
There was weird age gaps.
Yeah, it's really strange. Like, I think even Momoru or Tuxedo Mask is older than Usagi by quite a bit. I don't know, though. It's all creepy.
Yeah, I feel like he's supposed to be like 18, 17.
If he's 17, I guess that's better, but at the same time, she's still 14, and I still don't, I don't know. Anyway.
14-year-olds are basically tiny babies.
They're babies.
They're babies. They're infants. They're barely out of the womb.
All right, well, she's still awesome. Usagi's still awesome, but anyway. All right, so that's been the end of the Sailor Moon chats. More to come. And our little introduction. Of course, if you hadn't listened to anything before this, we will still touch in on Mass Effect because it's full of magical ladies. Happy belated N7 Day. That was really good. Yeah. We wanted to record for that, but I got tired and yeah. But we love you, Shepard. We love you.
Love you, Shep. I love you, Shep.
I'm blowing a kiss to the stars for you, Sheppy.
I love N7 Day because people post so much good fan art, and I felt bad that I didn't contribute, but I was like, I literally have not, drawn for myself in almost a year, I'm pretty sure.
What the hell, lady? What are you doing?
It's just commissions, just made me want to die, and then doing all the pen stuff, I was just busy, and then getting a new job, and then now I've got the job, and it's just, there's no time. There's no time!
Ooh! Mass Effect Archives is up too, where you can select your Emmy original trilogy decisions and Andromeda decisions, and I did that, and there's really pretty artwork on there too that if you're a Mass Effect fan, you should check out. You should check out Becca's pins because she was not doing that before this, and you might have, I think we mentioned them in August because I think that's when you started to do pre-orders for
Yeah, because July, I think, was...
Okay.
July 4th, I ordered the Shepard, the first round of Shepards.
Yeah, so we mentioned it once, but she's got some more coming. If you didn't back her Solus from Dragon Age pins, she's probably going to have some left over from that. And also, there's a Nug in her shop, and I'll have all those links in the description. And also, we're keeping our old Twitter handle because Magical Ladies was taken by somebody who's probably not that magical. I'm calling you out. So we're keeping Embrace Eternity also because it's a good handle. So is that confusing? We don't care. Tweet us at Embrace Eternity. We really would love recommendations of people that you hear throughout the week, or maybe you just want to give a shout out to somebody. I don't care. I'll do it.
Yeah, you want to talk about your mom? That's cool.
Tell us your mom's awesome. Tell us a good story. Someone you know, someone you don't know, who's a magical lady deserving of praise. That's right. I think they'll do it. I think we'll throw us out with a signature bye.
Bye.
Bye. Mine was late. It's okay. We'll get back. We'll get used to it again.
We'll get back into it.